Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've made a video, actually about 2.5 months. And as most of you can probably see, I'm not really in my computer work area anymore. I'm actually in college. So it's been a long time since my last video, and a lot has changed actually, so I think I'm going to have quite a bit to talk about here. So yeah, I'm at college, as I just said. I've been here for almost 2.5 months now. I'm at Champlain College in Vermont, majoring in computer networking and cybersecurity. It's going pretty well so far. And I have a few things to talk about, like the specifics of my technology here, and how my major is going, and how my business is going, and all of that. So to begin with, yeah, this is my room. Didn't make my bed, but got some decorations and stuff. It's kind of the typical college room, really. This is all my roommate's stuff. I'm not really going to go into that, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. This is my little space here. I don't have, as you may notice, any piles of computers in here or anything, because I'm not really running my business out of here. That's in a separate location on main campus, which I may be able to show in this video. So let's see, where do I start? This is really tough. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I came up here in late August. Originally I didn't have my desktop with me. I just moved my server up. Speaking of which, I can show you a little bit of that in a sec. Let's see. Okay, I'll do that in a second. And I, have been running my server pretty much 24/7 out here for a while. I can go into detail about that. My laptop, which is right there, I have some things to talk about. It actually broke for a while. I guess I'll talk about that first. So about a month ago, I was using my laptop here, and what happened to it was, so for the past, I don't know, months, every now and then I'd start it up and it just wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't post, it wouldn't give any video output at all whatsoever, and I found that to be very peculiar. And what I did was, I started up at one point and it just refused to start up or post or anything. No video output, nothing. And it wouldn't snap out of it, because usually what it did before is it would snap out of it and I'd keep using it, but it hit a point which it wouldn't even snap out of it after a couple minutes. And every time I started up, it wouldn't work, so I had to call up Lenovo and open up a case with them. Customer service can be a real pain in the ass to call, because they're just, I don't know, it's just difficult talking to people, because, I don't know, just customer service people are just difficult to work with sometimes. It wasn't too bad though. The customer service is pretty good. They sent me a box with a prepaid label on it. I didn't have to pay anything for the shipping, which is really nice. I just pretty much popped it in the box. I had to fill out a form and stuff, and with my serial number and case number and all that. Sent it to them and got it back a few weeks later, working. But for a while I didn't have a computer to work on to do any of my homework. I had my server here with Windows Server 2008 on it, which was, I don't know, working okay. And I hang out with my friends a lot in another dorm, so it's actually at one point doing homework on my friend's Raspberry Pi with Linux on it, which was interesting. But yeah, that was like a month ago, and roughly a week after my laptop broke, I had my parents bring up my desktop. Of course, they didn't come up, I didn't drive 3.5 hours just to bring my desktop. They were visiting anyway, but I had them bring the desktop with them anyway, just, why not? And I did, which was nice, and now I got my gaming desktop here. But when I got my laptop back, it was a different motherboard, and usually when you activate Windows, it ties the key to the motherboard. So since it was a different motherboard, I thought I was trying to move my activation of Windows onto a different computer, and I actually pulled the key off an Asus laptop from like 2008 that I used to use, so it was never in use on two computers at once, but my Windows kind of yelled at me, wouldn't let me use the key anymore. But thankfully, there's a program here where I can get keys for free, so I got a free key for Windows 7 Professional, and just upgraded to that. So it's all working now. It's pretty much the exact same as it was always, really, except it's got Windows 7 Professional on it, and it doesn't, do that stupid no post issue anymore. But yeah, that's working well. My server here, when I brought it up, I'm running a few game servers off of it, but the internet here is throttled to 1.7 megabytes a second, which ain't too bad. The ping's nice and low, which is nice, but it is kind of a somewhat low, especially for servers, kind of a low speed limit. Plus, obviously I can't really port forward on this network, so I bought a VPN from PureVPN, and I've been VPNing to, I think it's New York or something, with a static VPN, which I can show you the IP to in a little bit, or I'll just put it in the description of this video, I guess. And I'm running a Rust Legacy server, a couple Minecraft servers. I was running a Gmod server, but it started throwing me errors all the time, and no one was really joining it, so I stopped anyway. And my servers really aren't seeing any activity, especially my Rust server. Every now and then, one of my friends will hop on one of my Gmod servers. I have, not Gmod, Minecraft. I have a survival and a, survival down there, and a creative server up, but no one's really getting on my Rust server. So hopefully some of you guys will be interested and, want to hop in maybe. But I've had this thing running for a couple months and hasn't really seen much activity. But hey, it's not my electricity bill, and the thing keeps working, so I might as well leave it up. It's doing fairly well. I've got two Intel Xeon quad cores in it, 16 gigs of memory, so it's doing well. Although one of the memory chips kind of runs hot, but I really don't think that should be that much of an issue, because it's just memory. It shouldn't fail on me or anything. Yeah, so that's that. My desktop, I really don't think I have anything to mention about my desktop. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's working the way it always has. So yeah. Also brought my MacBook up because I visited home like a week after my parents visited. For a couple days for the weekend, because I had a few days off for, I don't know, was it Columbus Day? I don't even know. But yeah, I visited home for a few days. About 3 weeks ago maybe, and yeah, I brought this back with me. But I can't really fit much in here, so I have limited space. Got a little bit of a fridge, a bunch of stuff like a water filter and everything. Really nothing interesting in here. I bought a TV though. It's a 39-inch? Yeah. It's a Scepter, or Scepter, however you want to pronounce it, I guess. I still have the box in case it breaks and you send it back. But, yeah, it works. It's 1080p, it's 60 Hz, so it's a decent TV, I guess. Also, I bought a wireless router for like 20 bucks off Amazon. It's a TP-Link, because the wireless here is kind of crappy, so I bought this router and plugged it into Ethernet, so I get actual good wireless at this point, except the wireless on this router is failing, so the wireless is pretty crappy. But hey, at least I have more Ethernet outputs, so I'm running my server, my desktop off Ethernet, and my laptops go off wireless, which occasionally cuts out with this router. But if I'm playing games, usually I'm playing games on my laptop at another dorm where the wireless isn't so bad, or I'm playing on my desktop, which is plugged in through Ethernet, so it really doesn't matter that the Wi-Fi is not super reliable. Yeah, so that's that. Let's see, I also brought my Xbox with me, but I haven't really been using it. And my NES. So, geez, what else do I have to say? I guess my business stuff, really. I mean, my parents brought my business stuff up to me when they visited last month at some point. Was it last month? No, it was late September. It's over a month ago. And there's a room on the main campus that I have all my stuff. I have a few desktops and all my tools and stuff. But I might not even really show it because it's really nothing special. Kind of this small-ish room with a few cubicles in the corner where I have all my stuff set up. Like my toolbox on the floor and all my parts kind of just lying there in a few boxes. But I haven't really been doing anything with my business. I've been focusing mostly on my schoolwork. My computer networking class is actually teaching me a good amount, so I've been focusing a lot on that. But I arranged to buy some desktops for my local recycling place, but it hasn't really gone through because I don't have a car, and they weren't really prepared for me. I visited them 3 or 4 weeks ago and said, hey, I want to buy some desktops from you, like I said, 6 months ago. And like, okay, well, we don't really have any set aside for you. We'll try to get some set aside for you next week. I said, okay, cool, I can probably have one of my friends drive me down here to pick them all up, but that never really happened. I emailed him and said, hey, when can we meet? Do you have stuff set aside for me to dig through and potentially buy yet? Got no response, so I have to send him a reminder email or something and just bug him a little bit. Once I do that, I'll have hopefully 20 or so desktops to work on for my business, and then I have to figure out how to actually ship them. There's a mailroom on campus, but I need some boxes first. I'm going to need to order some boxes, and then maybe I'll be able to leave any sold desktops off at the mailroom on main campus, or have FedEx pick them up or something, or USPS or whatever the hell. So I have to figure all that out. But yeah, overall, I guess my classes are going pretty well. I'm learning a bit about my major. I'm running the server. Things are going okay, and the business hasn't really started doing much yet. But I don't know. I feel kind of disappointed in this video. I was hoping to really say more. I think I will probably show my business space. I don't see why not, so I guess I'll do that right now. So here's my new business space. It's on main campus in one of the buildings. You can see some of the other buildings on campus out here. And some other people run their businesses out of here. I don't think there's that much going on though. I think the business program here is kind of small. But I have these two cubicles back here. As you can see, I've moved a whole bunch of my stuff in and started expanding to the second cubicle, because when I originally set up, I wasn't sure if I would just have this one or these two. And it's up I have these two. So I started unpacking some of my CPUs and stuff, and video cards and memory and stuff. And I think my current idea is that this is going to be where I'm going to actually take computers apart, like if I need to physically upgrade them or whatever. And this will be my spot for actively working on a computer that needs the operating system set up or whatever, like hence the monitor and keyboard and everything there. So I think I have enough space to actually physically work on computers. I just need some space to store all this stuff. These two boxes down here aren't mine. I think I can move them over there. I got some pull-out drawer space. I think I can put some of these parts and stuff in there, so it should work out. I just need to kind of move things around a little bit. So yeah, I brought my toolbox, just various parts, a few desktops. This one's power supply's going bad. It's custom built with like a dual core or something. I would, finish setting it up and get rid of it, sell it. I mean, but I don't have any boxes, so it's hard to sell and ship something without any boxes. So I'm gonna have to order some boxes online or something and get them shipped to here. Brought some high-tech packaging supplies made to look exactly like newspaper. My gateway desktop for wiping hard drives, another custom built, keyboards, stuff like that. Now, when my dad came up a few weeks ago, he accidentally brought the scrap, this box of scrap with him, and I didn't give it back to him to bring back home because I didn't notice it initially, but having it here makes me realize that I'm going to have some computer scrap to get rid of, and I don't know where to put it. I really don't have anyone I don't really have a dump around here, I don't think, to, toss it to, so I really don't know what I'm going to do about my computer scrap, because I can't really toss this stuff in the trash. Some of it maybe I can, but most of it not really. I think they have an electronics recycling program here, so I'm going to try to figure out something about that. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much more to be said. These two desktops down here are owned by the college. I don't know if I can have those. That's one topic for discussion with the business professor who runs this, is if I can have any of the unused desktops or laptops or whatever that the school doesn't need. So yeah, I mean, I think that's really pretty much all to say. I mean, yeah, I mean, got some other stuff in here. That's the office for the business professor. This room's not being used. Got a coffee maker and toaster and stuff. Nothing super special. Unused cubicles and whatnot. So, pretty much this is where I'm going to be running my business out of for the next while. Like I said, my next few steps are to just buy those desktops, get some boxes, figure out all the shipping stuff, and then I'm pretty much just good to go. But those obstacles are rather big. So, obviously, as of right now, I really don't have anything to actually work on. I don't have a way to ship stuff out. I don't have any boxes, so yeah, those are going to be some pretty big obstacles to overcome, but I think I'll be able to manage. But I think that's going to be it for this video, so until next time, as always, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.